Listen to this story.
President Trump is upholding freedom by what he is doing. The freedom to live safely in this country and to do things legally and to have justice. And because those liberals, and I'm calling out you, CNN, I'm calling you out because you lie every single day about what these operations are. We are going after murderers and rapists and traffickers and drug dealers and getting them off the streets and getting them out of this country because Joe Biden let the worst of the worst come in here. The other day I was talking to some marshals that have been partnering with ICE. They said that they had detained a cannibal and put him on a plane to take him home. And while they had him in his seat, he started to eat himself. And they had to get him off and get him medical attention. These are the kind of deranged individuals that are on our streets in America that we're trying to target and get out of our country because they are so deranged they don't belong here.
Yeah. But we're the xenophobes.
I'm fine with him being there.
We're the xenophobes. Okay. Best of the best, you guys. I mean, he could have been like the next great doctor or something.
Right.
Okay.
These are the people that the Democrats want to defend. Mm-hmm. They are always on the side of the worst of the worst.
Joy Reid should take that guy into her home.
Why hasn't I would love to see it.
Why hasn't Whoopi done that? The guy who eats himself. Why haven't you done that?
Wrapping up this whole tour of Alligator Alcatraz, Stephen Miller had some compliments for Donald Trump, which I think were well-deserved. Here is Stephen.
President Trump came into office on January 20th. The United States had endured the largest wave of illegal immigration in human history. Not just American history, human history. And within just a few days, President Trump, through his strength, leadership, diplomacy, and vision, achieved the most secure border anyone in the world has ever seen. When we recently went overseas to the NATO summit, I had senior staff in foreign governments come up to me and ask me how he achieved the Trump miracle on his border and could that be replicated in their countries. For individuals who don't work in this space, to have 0 successful illegal entries in an entire month should be an impossible achievement. There's a 2,000-mile border with one of the poorest countries in the world, and you have open travel from 150 countries into Central America and South America. There are 2 billion people in the world that would economically benefit from illegally coming to the United States. And through the deployment of the military, through the deployment of novel legal and diplomatic tools, through the building of physical infrastructure, through the empowering of ICE and Border Patrol, and the entire federal law enforcement apparatus, President Trump achieved absolute border security. And now, once this legislation is passed, he will be able to make that with those resources permanent. Watching what you've done, sir, has been one of the honors of a lifetime. I'm proud to be able to play any role in it. And what President Trump is going to achieve next with the resources in this bill will make America safer, stronger, freer, more sovereign, and more prosperous than it has ever been before. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And remember when liberals would say it can't be done. Remember when Biden would say, I can't do this without Congress.
My hands are tied. I can't do anything without a law.
Yeah. And he did it.
Really?
He did it like that.
Yeah. It just took a new president, as he likes to say, rightly so. I love the way Stephen Miller does that neck thing. You know what I mean? Like where it's always like, it's like his shirt collar is a little too tight. And so he just does this because there's something about it that looks badass for somebody so wonky as he is. Like it looks like he's ready to fight and he's just loosening up for the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wouldn't underestimate that guy. I wouldn't. I mean,
I
know
he's scrappy.
I was going to say, I know that people think he's nerdy, but I would not underestimate him.
He can scrap. And then Nancy Mace, who I told you I wasn't going to play videos of, and I'm not. She wanted to get in on the Alligator Alcatraz action. So she posted this very menacing photo of herself saying, "Dear DHS, we've got a swamp and a dream. Let's talk. South Carolina's Gators are ready. And they're not big on paperwork. If I was governor, we'd be bringing Alligator Alcatraz to South Carolina."
You guys do have gators.
Oh, we got them.
Yeah,
we got them.
You've got some in your backyard. So
we do. Although I haven't seen them since you were here.
Really? You haven't?
They left. Like you left and they left. And I haven't seen them
since.
They
miss me. They totally miss my aura, my presence. That's right.
It's
okay.
true.
All right. Well, maybe that'll happen in South Carolina too, Mark.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
So hide your kids, hide your wives,
Hide 'em.
because now you're going to see an example of the people who are really bent out of shape and going through full-blown psychoses over this detainment facility. This is a guy that he represents a lot of crazy, but he also has all the words. Okay, so just hide your kids, hide your wives. Here is what lefties think of this facility.
Calling it Alligator Alcatraz. Are you fucking kidding me? If you missed it, Trump is headed to a low-cost immigrant detention camp built by Ronda Santis in the Florida Everglades. According to Triple K Caroline, quote, the only way out is via a one-way flight and it's surrounded by dangerous wildlife. You cannot be fucking serious. Listen, I know most maggots are 10-watt bulbs in 200-watt sockets, but let me see if I can make this crystal fucking clear for you. A large concentration of folks deemed undesirable by the government put in a camp with no due process. If only there were some historical similarities there. Oh wait, they might as well fucking write hard work will set you free above the entrance. And oh yeah, as for the whole low cost and efficiency thing, the expected spending on this is $450 million to intern 1,000 people. Not a great look for the party of fiscal responsibility. So when I tell you soulless, loathsome, maggot pieces of shit to get fucked, this is why. This is the side of history that you're supporting.
He mad.
This is who we're dealing with. You want your daughters to stay away from guys like that, man. You guys, so babies are awesome. So is wine.
That's how
Wine
you
is
celebrate
awesome.
babies.
You should celebrate by opening a bottle of wine. You should totally do that. And you can savor the 4th of July. There's a bundle and more from the Republican Red Winery. You should visit them at republicanred.com and join the wine club. Who doesn't want to be part of a club that has wine? I ask you. Save $5 on every bottle. Just use promo code CHICKS at checkout. Do it. republicanred.com.
Can we just recognize really quickly that a concentration camp that allows you to first self-deport before actually being detained in it, that also sends you back to your home country
With $1,000.
With $1,000, and
Yeah.
that doesn't kill you, is not actually a concentration camp.
Right. We'll get you came over and broke the law. We'll give you $1,000 to go back willingly on your own to self-deport. We're going to give you another $1,000. Dude, it is nothing like a concentration camp. You twit.
But this is what they're going with. Even the media types like
Of
Joy
course.
Reid, she also used the same terminology. Here she is.
It always goes back to Nazism.
I had to forget about him, but Ron DeSantis is still governor of Florida. He took the Comfy Couch hosts on a tour of the concentration camp that he's building in Florida in order to round up brown people, and throw them in a camp.
And it's specifically brown people. Give me a break.
This is what they do, though. They always go to the Nazi stuff. They always go to concentration. This is what they do. This is all they know and all they have. This is what they do.